If you're watching this video, it's probably because you've lost your one and only car key. Now, that's what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. You lost your Hyundai car key. How do you go about getting a new one? How much is it going to cost? What's the process like? Now, this will be probably fairly similar across all different brands of cars. And the reason I'm holding this key up like a weirdo is just because I don't feel like editing the thumbnail. So if I hold this up for the first 30 seconds to a minute of the video, it's going to give me an option with me holding the key for the thumbnail. So anyhow, if you want to hear about kind of my story, so I'm supposed to be starting a new job tomorrow. Was planning on using today to, grab some stuff for lunch for tomorrow, maybe get a new pair of shoes, new pair of pants, and kind of just get some errands done before I go back to work. I've been out for the past couple months here. So I really wanted to have a productive day, and when I went to look for my car keys, well, fuck, I couldn't find them anywhere. So initially, I kind of assumed that I was going to have to order them from Hyundai, and it's going to take 3 to 4 days or a week for Hyundai to ship the key or for them to get the mold for the key or something like that. It was actually much, much simpler than I thought. Before I even called Hyundai, I called a little bit earlier this afternoon. I rented myself a enterprise rent-a-car for the rest of the week because I kind of anticipated I probably wouldn't have a key until this weekend or next week. And then as soon as I got the rental car out of the way, I figured, I'm going to call Hyundai Parts Department and kind of see what the deal is. So technology has gotten a lot better over the years. It's been a long time since I lost a key. I'm guessing as long as your car is 10 years older or newer, so within the last 10 years, no doubt in my mind they're going to have your key for you. If your car is older than 10 years, I don't know if those are in the same database as far as like what your key looks like for them to cut it. Although with everything going digital, everything going on electronic, I would probably say going back 20 years, it's probably fairly easy to get a car key. But I think definitely the past 10 years. So anyhow, I call up Hyundai. I explain to them that I've lost my key. They asked me, do you have another key to copy? Well, if I had another key, I wouldn't need you guys to make me a key. No, I don't. So I called 2 Hyundai locations. Both of them charge $15 for this key. One location was going to charge me $40 for a cutting fee for essentially just looking up my VIN number on the computer and cutting it, so that would bring it to about $55 plus tax. The other location was not going to charge me a $40 key cutting fee. They were only going to charge me $15 for the key. One other thing you want to make sure if you're having to go to the dealership or whatever, make sure they have blanks for your car on hand. I imagine they should. Again, if your car is within the last 10 years, they probably got a blank. But that's one other thing I would ask is, A, can you cut a key for a 2010 Hyundai Elantra? And B, I just wanted to make sure you actually have the blanks on hand before I go down there. So I took an Uber on down there. Fortunately, I got a Hyundai dealership not too far from me. Took an Uber on over there. As soon as I went down there, I just had to, this is the other thing, make sure you bring something showing ownership. So your insurance card should work if it's got your car's VIN number on there, which most do. It should also your vehicle registration. So from the state, that'll also work. And you also need an ID that corresponds to that. They just want to make sure they're not cutting keys for car thieves. So make sure you have a valid ID and either an insurance card, the documents where you bought the car, something showing the VIN number and your name that you own the car. From the point that I walked in there and gave the guy all my stuff, it was literally a 3 to 4 minute process. I didn't feel like the dealership that wasn't going to charge me the cutting fee is probably like a good 35-minute ride from me. And since I was having to take an Uber over there, I was like, whatever. An Uber is probably going to cost me $30, plus I'm wasting a bunch of time, plus I got to take an Uber back. I figure I'll just, suck it up, pay the $40 rekey fee, and go to the place down the road. So if you have a Toyota, a Honda, or whatever else, should be pretty similar. Now, I have a stupid key, right? So this is just a normal metal key. I don't have a keyless entry, push the button. I don't have a key with, the chip in there like Lexus and some of those do. This is just a dumb key, $15 for the key, $40 for the rekey. If you have a smart key, either push button, or if you have one of those little plastic computer chips in your key, you're probably looking at minimum $80 to possibly $200 to $300 to get your key redone. One nice thing about driving a not super nice car, if you do lose your keys, it's not going to cost you $300, $350 to get a new set. But I just wanted to make this video As soon as I lost my key, the first thing I did was hop on Google and start Googling. And most of the sites that are popping up, normally like some YouTube videos will pop up. No videos popped up. All these sites that popped up were trying to charge me to get me new keys. So I figure if you run into this situation, you'll probably be a little frantic, probably be a little bit nervous. Maybe you're on a road trip, maybe you're wherever else. As long as there's a dealership near you, you have ID and you have something showing you own the car, shouldn't be a problem. Pretty easy to get done and very, very quick. So if you guys have any questions about this, I'm by no means an expert. I'm just a dude who lost my key, but I'd be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. If you enjoyed this video, if it helped you out, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.